exciting to have game day here. Excited to be playing a team of the magnitude of Wisconsin. The magnitude of the coaching staff at Wisconsin is tremendous. The players, the culture, the way they run their program, and it's great to have them in the building, and even better not to have to go to Madison to play them. So we are our kid. We've had a good day of practice yesterday. It's an incredible challenge as well as an opportunity. They're very efficient offensively, and they haven't changed one bit defensively. Just a lockdown defense. So just the two big challenges will be stopping them, which we didn't do very well here last year, and then obviously scoring against them. So as we retweak we have to redefine who we are when you lose a guy like Karras, who is you play through him. You had most of your passes came through him. There's a lot that we have to change because if Aubrey replaces him, he's certainly doesn't have that same skill set yet. So we do what we can do and hang in there as long as we can. And if you hang in there as long as you can, you might be able to win it.
Jake, why don't you start us off?
Coach, a quick, if you would, a quick injury update. Anyone not available tomorrow?
Oh, that was yesterday. We had DJ Wilson full go the whole practice. Duncan Robinson was full go for the first time in 2 weeks, so that gave us a better scout team. And the only one we held back a little bit was Derek Baldwin, just because of the toe. The foot hurts a little bit because of the toe. We're just trying to manage him through this.
So everyone else 100% besides him?
I thought so. I don't know if they played at 100%, but I think their health was at 100%.
And then with Ricky and whoever's out there at the 5, what do you think about their ability to stack up against Kaminsky, especially with Kaminsky's ability to take shots from the outside? Well,
I think Kaminsky is he's one of their best passers. He's one of their best shooters. He's one of their best back-to-the-basket players. He gives us matchup nightmares no matter who is against him. So we have a game plan we're going to try to use against them and see if it will work.
John?
I was going to ask about Kaminsky, but if you pay too much attention to him, where can they hurt you?
Everywhere. They've said the only thing that they probably don't have that they've had in years before is the incredible depth of 10 guys that are all used to playing. I mean, they're down because of their injury, right? They're down to 7 guys that are seeing playing time. So that is, Hayes now has become a three-point shooter. Last year he's incredible on the block. Decker is as good a player as there is in the league. Gasser this is his 5th year, I believe, because he had an ACL earlier, I think. His 5th year, and now Koenig was one of the best point guards in the country, backing up Jackson. So those 5 out there, you put those 5 stacked up against anybody in the country, and they're as good as anybody, despite losing Jackson. So you can't say we're going to shut him down because somebody else will get it done. And the other thing that they're great, not a good passing team, a great passing team. So double teams, all those things, very hard to do because they'll hit the next open man.
Chris?
First of all, Spike, he's not 100%, right?
That was the best he's been in a long time, was yesterday. So, and I shot with him extra in the morning yesterday, so he's coming around right now.
Have you noticed that he's been a little hesitant in taking some open looks?
Yes, yeah. So hopefully we work through, because yesterday he didn't miss for like a half an hour. 20 minutes he didn't miss. So, but he's just got to be more comfortable. I just said shooters. We wanted shooters. A guy like Stauskas never thought he was going to miss, so he was never afraid to shoot, right? But anybody that has any doubts, man, we don't want them shooting if they're doubting it because it's probably not going to go in. We got to give him that confidence back. Hopefully, in today's practice, he'll have more success.
And then one follow-up, if I could. Just the defensive rotations looked as crisp as they had in a while, I thought, against Rutgers. Were you pretty pleased with that?
Yeah, I think when it comes to Aubrey, Cam, and Muhammad, those were the 3 that were so slow in rotations because they were freshmen in the early year. That's why they didn't play earlier in the year. They would just be paralyzed by all the quick thinking they had to do. It's coming back around, just like our defense has come around. Now doing it in transit, because these guys are sneaky in transition now. You'll see them take 30 seconds off the clock, and hit an NBA three, or you'll see them take 5 seconds off the clock and hit an NBA three. So while you think they're really patient bleeding the ball, I've seen it too many times, and that's how they got us here. Decker and Gasser hit shots out of the box where we said they're not going to shoot it yet. They're too patient, and bang,